Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer matchup. Today I'm going to be playing the bridges on the new domination mode, 2,000 points. I'm going to be playing as the Tyranids, and we're going to be playing against the Blood Angels. It's a 2,000 point army size, 80 point target, 8 turn limit. So we'll see if this player can get his revenge against my 2,000 point Tyranid build. I've been pretty pleased with this build. I think it's probably one of my favorites for going against factions that won't horribly overwhelm our swarm build. So what I do is I have two primes. I have two primes, and then I go with 2 to 3 hive guards. I'm doing just 2 here with the shockwave cannon. I've got 3 of our venom thropes, a bunch of gargoyles, and then 4 warriors with death splitters, and then I'm filling everything else in with hormagaunts here, so we'll have some melee units to help kill any armored that he may be coming at us with, because now that dreadnoughts have been buffed so much with the recent changes to the game, I think a lot of players are going to be doing more with dreadnought builds, especially against the Tyranids, and even more so on maps like this where there's choke points. So what I'm not quite sure about is I haven't figured out the ins and outs to this new mode yet. I've played a couple of matches now. Unfortunately, most of the matches that I've done, my opponents keep quitting on me, so that's been a little bit frustrating. So I haven't had a lot of these matches to be able to upload, so I think this is actually my first one that I will upload on this new game series here, and I will for sure get more of them uploaded for you guys. But we'll see how this ends up going. I'm not quite sure how it works. So points are awarded on turn 3. So I don't know, do I have to capture these points like we do with alright, so he's got land speeder tornadoes. Okay, he's got land speeders on the other side too, huh? Shit, I don't know if I have to move up here to capture that like we do strategic command points, because it kind of has that same look to it. Well, there goes my gargoyle. I think he just squad wiped him. Well, I guess I gotta try. Alright. I guess I'll move you up. Alright, he's got hell blasters here. He's doing double hell blasters, huh? Let's see what's he got in the center there. Ooh, this might actually be a good choice for him, having those basic infantry, because they have frag grenades. Okay, so you don't capture anything. There's no capture this. So I wonder if that blue indicator just means it's under my control. Oh my god. Well, that was unfortunate. He's got a lot of guys damaged for probably no benefit. I wonder if I have to keep somebody here to keep it under my control, though? Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the point thing works yet. I guess let's just put you to here. Now, if he's going with land speeders, that'll get him a bunch of movement, but that should allow us to do really good damage with our hive guard, because they can effectively almost one-shot. Alright, what do we got here? So we've got more land speeders. Alright, so I can get you up to here. I guess the big thing is I just got to be careful that I don't overextend myself and end up getting my guys flamed. Let's do that. We'll move you up to here. And then what I'll do is I can move you guys up to here. And then if he has guys that decide to come onto this area, if he's going to try to use his heavy flamers with the tornado on me, you can shoot them. And then let's move you to here. Because I have to move the warriors up to be able to synapse with our other guys. Because I need to increase the accuracy of our hive guards. Do I have to use the spore cloud now? I think I might as well. And I can move you up to here. And then you guys can move up to here. And then these guys can come around the back here. And that should give him 3 synapses, so now he has the max amount of accuracy there. And I think that should be good there. And then we can set you guys up at range. Okay, so yeah, it's keeping blue arrows, so I think that's how it's marking that it's under my control. Let's move you up. And then maybe we just move you to here. So that way we can counter him if he does move a bunch of land speeders to engage us. Alright, well, see now, okay, maybe it just put it under my control when I moved up like that. So now it shows that there's little Tyranid tentacle things coming up. So that's generally a good sign that it's under my control, right? So let's pull you up. Let's pull you guys up. Let's run you all the way up to here. We'll get you to there. Move you to here. That should get you 3 synapses. So let's do that. Let's move you to here, move you to here. We'll do that. Move you up 1. You can attack here. Oh, I don't really want to set him up for a tornado good flame attack, but if he does get so close, we can easily kill him. I gotta be careful with the Hellblasters, though. I actually didn't see any jump infantry, so I wonder if that means he's got Terminators? I'm not sure. I feel like he's got more points that I haven't found yet. Alright, so I should get points, right? Oh, so awarded from point turn 3. So maybe next turn we get points. Okay, here comes all the land speeders. Yep, Dreadnought. I figured as much. That's what I would do too. Alright, here's the Furioso. And double Hellblasters. Alright, yep, there goes the Frag Grenade Barrage. That's a free attack. Oh, bummer. That was a good way of doing that, though. So he put him behind the cover there. That way it was going to lower my accuracy even further. That was very smart. Oh, interesting. So he decided to lower my guy's evasion and ranged accuracy with his ability there, instead of just attacking him. Yeah, so he appropriately fears the Hive Guard there. Alright, there goes a grenade. It takes 2 frag grenades to squad wipe a gargoyle, or 1 frag grenade and 1 regular attack with the bolt guns there. Okay, so he does have assault squads. was going to say, usually players do. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, he's jumping across there to finish my guys off. That's what's happening. I'm like, what the hell? Where the hell is that land speeder going? Interesting. Alright, here comes another land speeder. He's setting up some Overwatch. No points are awarded. Why are no points awarded? Because he's got guys on here? I'm not quite sure. Maybe I get it at the end of this turn. And he's got his flamer set up there. Okay, well, I think what I need to do is definitely take advantage of... Alright, get the kill. Oh, you bastard. Let's move you guys up. That should definitely get the kill. Okay, good. And the reason I want the kill is I want to move you up to here. Because then I can put down the poison on this whole area. And now I should be able to do double damage. Or 30% increased damage or whatever it is. 35, yeah. That also increases the rain damage. If I come up here, it's going to flame. I don't know if I need that, though. So maybe we just pull you back. I really want to... Okay, good. Is kill the tornadoes. So... how do I want to do this? Let's move you down. I can move you up to here. I can move you up to here. And then I can move you over here. And that should get a full synapse going. Alright, not really liking that so much. Alright, so we got that, but now I've got to start moving these guys up. That gets you up to 2. So I need another synapse yet. So maybe we start working on the center here. Alright, there's the tornado. You're not going to be able to charge. You're over here, so maybe we just move you up here and maybe we can trigger some overwatches. Yeah, so he's got Hellblasters over here. See, the thing that's nice is because these guys have so many synapses going is they have really high evasion, so that's why so many of those guys are missing attacks. Unlike they did on that first turn, plus all the cover. So if you're wondering what the heck's going on, that's the situation. Now, if I were to move these guys up and throw down the Toxic Presence up here... I mean, ideally, again, I'd like to get some more kills. Let's get you to here. I don't know if that flame is going to attack me down here or not. If I come over here, will that aggro him to attack his own guys? No. Alright, that's a little bit unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that's what was going to happen. Alright, if I get you to here... And sometimes with your jump, you guys can get around the corner. So I wonder if you'll be able to use your leap ability to get here. No. So this corner's too steep for you to be able to leap over. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's move you up. Move you up 1. Alright, that should get you up to 3, so now you should be able to jump these guys. Okay, good. He's down. And now you've gotten rid of the other guys. Flamer Overwatch. Alright, we gotta move you up 1. Now you should have 3 and 4. Okay, and now you can jump here and take out the tornado. Oh, no. Oh, no, and you overwhelmed them. That's the worst of both things that you could have done there. Alright, you're here. I need to have one of you come up a little bit here. To help me synapse here a little bit. Alright, that'll work. Now you should easily be able to finish those guys off, because I don't want to use this heavy flamer on us. Okay, good. Probably should have done that in the opposite order. Now I gotta start spreading you guys out. Alright, what about over here? I really gotta take out the heavy flamer here. Let's move you over on this side here so you could take advantage of everybody's synapses here. Yeah, see, you're out of range. I thought so. Alright, let's get you up here. I get you to 3. Oh, it would be nice to attack the Furioso, but I really need this tornado to die. Okay, good. That was unlikely to have happened, that all 3 of those hit at 60% and crit. So that was huge for us. Now the next question is, can I... Well, you know, if I don't see a Sanguinary Priest, so I wonder, can I just blind all these Hellblasters? Because if I could, that would really allow me to neuter the guys on his forces here. I also really gotta move these guys around a little bit so he doesn't get to just flame multiple guys down, because depending on how he positions his heavy flamer with the Dreadnought, he can get up to 3 squad wipes here, and then with the squad wipe he's already done with his frag grenade. That could allow him to get another round of attacks, which would be absolutely devastating. So let's just start spacing these guys out. Yeah, I assume he's going to go for a double squad wipe with against the 2 Hormagaunts there. I can move you up to here, and that should get you up to 4. Yep, 4 and 3. So let's attack here. Okay. And let's attack here. Damn. I was hoping you were going to squad wipe them. Alright, you attack here then. Okay, good. Now, you need to pull back to here. You need to pull back here. You need to pull back somewhere. I think to here. Now you should be able to move through, right? Yep, 3 and 3. So let's get you up to here. And now I can do Toxic Presence. And poison all these guys. There you go. And let's move you out of the way. You can now come up here and start attacking these guys. I guess I moved my gargoyles away too quickly, because I would have liked to synapse these guys a little bit more. Let's do something like that. Alright, now you're up to 4 and 3. So let's attack here. Okay, good. And now you should be able to attack here and wipe these guys out. Good. That should get you an extra attack. Ah, you can't attack those guys, but you can hit the intercessors here. So I think that's definitely worth it. Alright, there's 2 models down. Yeah, see, that's 68, 51. I think we just pull you back, and then you come to here, and you start attacking these guys. Good. You should be able to kill these guys and get an extra AP. Good. And just model kill him because he has access to a grenade, and we don't want him to be throwing that on us. So there's another squad wipe. And then he still has the poison yet. Okay. Now, if I come up to here, I should be able to start spamming some poisons. Oh, shit! I didn't... I wish that indicator was a little bit better. Fuck. Alright, so I just wasted those guys, unfortunate. Alright, well, shit. Alright, because what I wanted to do is just start applying poisons to his Hellblasters here, because that'll really neuter their effectiveness. Because I can have him sniping my more powerful guys down. So now they have accuracy penalties. Yeah, shoot. Alright, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess we just move you guys up here and poison the other ones, right? If we're going to commit to this, I think we just commit. Because he has a Tech Marine and not a... and not a Sanguinary Priest. Alright. Now, he's probably going to use his strafing runs on me, because that's going to allow him to really mess up a lot of my units. And they are still pretty clumped together. If he comes down to do the double squad wipe with the Hormagaunts. Yeah, see, if I would have had the double poison applied to those Hellblasters on the left side, I could move that prime up and not have to worry about him killing those. Alright, well, let's start getting you guys into position to counterattack them. I guess let's move you up here, because if he wants to waste his heavy flamer attack on the Hive Tyrant, I would be okay with that. And slowly start advancing with you guys. And just set up some Overwatch here. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can trigger that Dreadnought to flame his own guys. Alright, let's just pull you back, I guess. Err on the side of caution. I hate to do that, but... I guess let's just hide you over here. And if he wants to attack me with those Hellblasters, that's fine. But I assume that Furioso is just going to kill everybody over here. Let's just pull you back a little bit. Do something like that so he can't jump you. He does have probably enough units killed that he should have access to an assault squad summon as well. But I don't think that's what he'll use on me. Let's pull you back. Try to space guys as much as possible. And then you should be able to charge. Although, maybe I want to actually move you to the other side in case those Hellblasters want to shoot into you. Yeah, let's do that. Just err on the side of caution. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay, so now I get points. So it's on turn 3. At the end of the turn 3, I get points. Yep, so he's strafe running me. I'm not shocked by that. Here comes Assault Marines. Gonna flame down my Hormigons, probably. Okay, here comes the Furioso. Those guys are flamed down. Here's a crack grenade, or a frag grenade. Okay, yep. Double squad wiping those guys. Gonna hide behind cover. Hellblasters are moving up. Yep, there goes the attack there. Land speeder. Strafing run. Yep, another strafing run. Finishing off those guys. Hellblaster moving up. Hellblaster moving up. Land speeder's here. Alright, so he's over... I think he just overcharged. Yeah. Alright. Poison applied. Oh, so each... literally, after each one of our turns, we get... those points. I see how that works. Interesting. I can do the Venom Strafe. That might be kind of good. Yeah, let's do that. Because this should hit all these guys, right? Let's do it. I think those guys are in full cover. Oh, it still hit him. Good. I was going to say, I thought maybe he was in full cover, so it wasn't going to go off. Alright, well, let's get you up to here. And hopefully you can attack that Dreadnought some more. 85% chance to hit. Nice. Big hit. Real big hit. And then we charge you up here. And that should kill enough models that you should get extra AP now. Nice. And I think he's facing this way, so I don't think you're going to get counterattacked. Nice. And now you just... Oh, I thought you finished off those Hellblasters. Alright, those guys are down. Well, let's just... I guess come up here and slap these guys down? I don't know how I want to do this. Let's just slap them, because I'm worried that the Hormagaunts are going to team up on guys there. Alright, let's get some kills. There you go. And now we'll pull you back. Oh! Oh, Hellblasters are overwatching. I'm like, what is attacking you? You can come over here. Alright, well. Let's move you. Over here, I guess. Okay, that angle is too steep, so I'm not actually getting cover for that. That's only a 65% chance to hit. I can move you up to here. Kinda hate to waste it like that, but we'll do it. There you go. Alright. Probably want to move you up here so you're giving your synapses to everybody. And then you guys can probably just start shooting into here. Because now that it's contested, I don't have to worry about the obstruction in the center. And then you might as well just attack here. And we'll move you all the way up to here. So it looks like I maintain control once my guys have moved through it. Is that how this works? I'm a little bit confused because that obstacle is still there, even though I don't have anybody controlling the zone right now. Alright, so we've got a dreadnought up here. I think I just want to move up here and do toxic presence, right? Because that's just going to put so much damage on everything. Oh, I should have done that first. That was a mistake. Alright, let's do that. Now. Move you to here. Move you up to here. Oh, you're still alive too. Let's move you over to here, right? We want to stack as many of these swarm tactics as we can. I don't know if you're going to be able to attack if you do that. You got a 100% chance to hit. %100% chance to hit here too. Okay. Good. Now you can attack here, and this should squad wipe these guys. Okay, good. Why did you not get a bonus attack for doing that? Did you already have one go off that I don't recall? That should have been enough to... That's very strange. Alright, well, let's get you up to here. And then you can come up to here. And now this should actually allow you to rear attack that Land Raider. And then you can come up here and start killing these guys. Okay. And now we gotta start trying to build up your synapse again. Or swarm tactics, I guess I should say. Alright, I guess I'm not gonna probably be able to do that. Well, actually, if I bring you up to here, they should probably help get your synapses up. So yeah, that's 2. Get you to here. That should get you up to 3. Yep. Alright, and now you can attack there. And we'll move you up to try to attack the Tech Marine. And then you... we're supposed to get the kill. Let's pull you back. I wonder if you can kill that dreadnought from down here. Yeah, you will be able to. 76% chance to hit. Okay, perfect. And now you can attack the... Ooh. You now have enough to surge. I was not expecting that. Let's move you up to here. And now you can attack here. There you go. Beautiful. And now we need to move in on that Tech Marine, because I think that's the only unit he actually has left. Oop, you're actually still alive, too. Or you're still alive. You still have an action point, is what I meant to say. Well, let's move you up, try to get some synapses going. Taking fire. Alright, beautiful. Alright, we got this on lockdown. Alright, so we kind of understand how this works now. So, you each get points after your turn on turn 3. The most points you can get are 21 per turn. And then the points are directly related to how many of your units that are on there and whether it's contested or not. Yeah, this is an interesting mechanic. I actually kind of like this. I think this is going to be a good design. The big question is going to be is how are the maps designed to support it? Is it going to always be just in the center like this, or is there going to be some more creativity to it? Well, let's just move on in, I guess. Alright, so with that, we have totally completed our matchup here, and we tabled our opponent, so it was 80 to 12. He had 2 Furioso Dreadnoughts, 2 Land Speeders, 4 Hellblasters, 4 Intercessors, 2 Land Speeder Tornadoes, 1 Assault Squad with Hand Flamers, and then obviously we took out the Tech Marine at the very end there. We had 2 primes with us, our Hive Guard, which says he only had 60% accuracy, but I guess he was taking some pretty bad shots. 2 Venom Thropes, our Gargoyles all had very good accuracy for the most part, once they weren't taking stupid shots and were properly synapsed up. One of our warriors had pretty bad accuracy. The other warrior had 100% accuracy for both melee and range. 95, 78. Hormagaunts had 100% accuracy. Another one had 0% accuracy. I'm not sure why that would be. Maybe it got killed, but usually when they're dead and it has 0%, they're down here. So I'm not sure why that one had 0%. Then we just have all of our other guys that were wiped out by our opponent here. Obviously, you're going to suffer some pretty major losses when you use a swarm build, but that's to be expected here. So definitely a fun match, and I kind of get how this works now. I kind of overextended at the start there with our gargoyles to try to capture those points, but that's not actually how that works. So no points until the end of turn 3. So really there's no advantage to running towards those points before turn 3, or you're just going to leave yourself a little overextended and get your units wiped out like what happened to me there. But yeah, pretty overwhelming victory for us. So that was good. The Furiosos, were good choices. Unfortunately, he just had some bad rolls, and so he didn't get to take out my Hive Guard there, and so that allowed me to just keep stacking up good damage. And then we had some exceptionally lucky damage rolls there on some 60% hits where everything landed and critted, allowing us to one-shot that land speeder tornado on the right side, which really statistically shouldn't have happened. And then without having the Sanguinary Priest, we were able to just start applying poisons like crazy to his Hellblasters, and he had no way to counteract that. The Assault Squad with the Hand Flamers, definitely a good option against the Tyranids here, because they can just easily get wiped out, squad wiped, as you can see with the Hand Flamer attacks. They have zone of control with that, and then they also have melee and then crack grenades to help them do additional damage. The Intercessors actually can have a decent role to play against the Tyranids, especially if they're doing a Swarm Tactics build, because you can sit there and throw frag grenades to squad wipe the Termagants and then almost squad wide Hormagants or Gargoyles. The Land Speeders allow you to do more hit and run tactics, but he had overextended himself and pushed them into the front lines, easily allowing us to kill those units. So that was a bit of a misplay, but I think he was just trying to run and capture the point to get it under his control and make it contested. So I suspect he's kind of newer to this objective too, because it was just released when we had done this matchup here. Now, on one of the Furioso Dreadnoughts, I saw him use his free attack with the Fragstorm grenade onslaught or whatever it's called, but I didn't see the one on the right side do it, so I don't know if he was planning on saving that attack on a different unit that he was hoping to use. But really, for the most part, what I recommend is just as soon as you have a unit that you're going to be able to squad wipe with them, especially against a Tyranid player, is just to use that Fragstorm grenade attack, because it's a free action. It'll allow you to squad wipe a unit, and you want to do that as fast as possible with your Furioso, so you can really start stacking up as much momentum as you can. Because if you are able to surge on a turn where you have both the Heavy Flamer activated and the Fragstorm, technically, if you get your angles correct, you could wipe out 3 squads of Hormagants, surge, wipe out another 3, and then wipe out a 7th unit with your Fragstorm grenade if you can really get things positioned appropriately. So that's why I was trying to be really cautious with how I had our swarm units deployed at the end of the turn, because you can just feed them so much momentum, and especially if you have a lieutenant with you on top of that, allowing them to get 50% momentum gains for those 2 turns. Your Furioso may get 3 attacks in 1 turn, and that can be enough to pretty much squad wipe or wipe out one side of the map on a map like this, where you have all these choke points causing you to lose the match, especially with the swarm tactic. So you really need to fear the Furioso Dreadnoughts now. The Hellblasters, I think, are a good option. I think definitely going with the standard kit makes a lot of sense, where he knows I like to do a swarm build, because we've been playing several Blood Angel versus Tyranid matchups recently, and so by going with that, it allowed him to still do damage against my heavily armored units while still having enough shots that he can use it against the low tier infantry. And then, as you all know, I really love the Land Speeder Tornado. Unfortunately, it had kind of a bad showing here. I think he had some options that instead of attacking with his heavy bolter, he could have just sacrificed the AP and used the heavy flamer to squad wipe a couple of my units once he had overcommitted and had the guys up front. but I don't think, I suspect he's maybe a little bit tilted and just charged forward there a little bit and just overextended those land spears. I also think he wasn't expecting me to throw down the Toxic Presence and then to really focus on getting all those triple synapse and quadruple swarm tactics things, because as you could see, that really allowed the Hormagaunts to just get in there and almost one shot each one of those land speeders down, and then a couple units to take out the Tornado because it has a little more armor. But he does a really good job with using his land speeders abilities there by getting in there, taking away my evasion and ranged armor. He was really kind of going all in to make sure he could kill that Hive Guard, and unfortunately that kind of backfired on him, because then we were able, not only did he not kill him, but then we were able to just, he had those guys so overextended that we were able to just run in there and get the kills. And then by kind of deciding where the best places for those Venom Tropes to be to throw down the Toxic Presence, it easily allowed us to take down the infantry, the armor, and all of his other units there, really using it to our advantage. Because had we not had the Toxic Presence and the ability to stack all those synapses, typically the Tyranids have massive difficulty getting through armor. And that would have been the case here too. So he was buffing up his guys with the Tech Marine, but really I don't think he got his money's worth out of the Tech Marine, and perhaps a Sanguinary Priest would have been much better for him to increase the melee damage by his units for 25%, by giving him the Chalice to give him additional momentum, because that would have allowed his Furioso to get another attack on the same side, because that would give him significant momentum gains to help him get those additional attacks. And then being able to heal and nullify the blinding poison would have been very beneficial as well. So those are my 2 cents here, but definitely a fun match, and I'm looking forward to playing more of this objective on the other maps to see what it all entails, because I'm curious to see if they're always just going to be in the center there, if there's going to be some weird areas of control that you're going to have to fight over. So definitely looking forward to that, and I definitely like that each player gets points at the end of their turn, because sometimes on the strategic command maps that can lead to a lot of frustration, where the faction that's able to get points allocated at the end of their turn has a massive advantage compared to the other factions here. So I definitely think I'm going to like this game mode, but if they always have the points together, then that's going to make it not be as fun. So I hope they're going to be spaced around the map in a pretty strategic way, so it leads to some interesting and strategic gameplay instead of just always just massive rushes towards the center of the map with your forces and then turning it into a slugfest. So with that, I'm going to sign off for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.